That was me.
Well, we're live on YouTube. Let's see if we can get Rumble going.
Gosh, you just missed me admitting that I'm not admitting that I didn't make a mistake.
Yeah, no, we cannot get it live on Rumble. Yeah, that ain't happening. So we're just going to broadcast to YouTube. Well, hello, good evening. Welcome to Fido Live number 115.
Well, hello.
Is there a reason why you won't go live, Rumble? Well, let's refresh. See what happens. And I got to sign in again with it.
Make sure you let everyone see your password.
Enter studio, and let's see. We'll turn on the microphone. I'm sure this is fascinating to everyone there at home who's watching this. Yeah.
Quality YouTube content here. Quality.
Go live. 5. Oh, wait a minute. It might be working. 3, 2, 1. Is Rumble Studio going to work? Of course not. There's no picture.
Oh, that happened last time, though. But then
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I got Rumble. Oh, it looks like Rumble's on now, too. Wow. So what I did is I got StreamYard open to do YouTube. And for some reason, StreamYard won't do Rumble as well, although I seem to remember back in the old days it did, but won't do it now. So I've got Rumble Studios open, doing just Rumble by itself. Well, okay. Welcome to Fido Live number 115. Where do we begin? Let's begin with what the chief colorist hath wrought.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's today's date?
Today is the 22nd.
Oh, okay. It was always the 23rd, 24th, 20. Oh, okay. That's already been done. Usually I have like the next days. Oh, there it is. Yeah. We're organized. So we're several weeks ahead now. Usually I would say, well, this is what's coming tomorrow. Have you seen our ball? No. That looks like it. This? Nope. Mine. These are my tooth marks. They fight. See? The tooth marks on the ball match the ones on your ankle. But kind of like the fight. See, Fido shoves his butt in the guy's face. Fido shoving the ball down the guy's throat. The guy's holding Fido by the ankle while Fido is biting his ankle. Fido passes the ball off to himself. Here he escapes with the ball. So this tomorrow's. Let's just put that aside. Here is Thursday. Oh, it's Wednesday, Friday. I guess I don't even.
You were a little out of order, so you may not.
No. I put them all back in order.
Oh, you did.
As a cat, I instinctively want to improve things. She tries to straighten a picture, falls out the window. That's bad. The Friday. Next item on the agenda: the conquest of the moon. It's 5 o'clock. They all rip the sheets off everything. And it's the bar. Take off their clothing and get dressed. My watch says it's 4:50. You must be slow, because they certainly aren't slow.
Well, not to get to the bottom.
My Saturday. Full moon tonight. Did you know men went to the moon? Really? Yeah, about 50 years ago. 50 years? Well, you humans are so clever, there must be people living up there now, and resort hotels and all other cool stuff. Did I say something wrong? I guess Dino here is self-deleted, and Bo is just pushing his telescope off the roof. So that is what I've got for next week. And look, the week after that. This is almost the end of September. It is the end of September. I'm here with the rent. Is Kathryn or Miss Abraham's here? Accountant cat. I'll take that. Cash like we asked. Yeah, why do you want it all $1 bills? That's our business. In the background, the little boxes are stuffed with $1 bills using as kitty litter. I'm surprised Accountant cat wasn't green.
You know, I was just going to say to you.
Were you?
I meant for him to be greener. But, like, not obviously green.
Right.
But I was coloring him, I guess, without the light on. Or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay. I have nothing to do with the colors, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not bull crackers, because I asked you a lot of times and you just blow me off. So
Tuesday, the first day of October. Bogash, I'm concerned about all these bills you have to pay. Couldn't this money be spent on more important things, such as me?
that's right.
It's the Monday.
He's
It's
the
Wednesday.
Most importantest.
It's Wednesday. I suppose you're wondering what I did today. Heck no, you're not. Felicia, I'm eating dinner. I don't want to hear what sick, violent things you did today. You don't have to hear about it. I can show you. And she's holding up a squirrel.
Ew.
And you thought letting her fix her own dinner was a good idea. Here is Thursday, the return of the Canadian geese. The Canadian geese are back for the winter. Sorry, we never left. It's too dangerous flying back to Canada over all those hunters. It's safer staying down here, eh? And a bunch of cats have gathered. They've got a knife and fork, a roasting pan, a cookbook. What's going on, fellas?
Don't ask.
Well, you tried to get camouflage here.
What do you mean try? I think I did a really fucking good job.
I don't know what this guy in the middle is wearing, gray.
Right. But I looked it up and there that's what a couple of
And I expected a golden retriever, and we get a brown dog.
I'm done.
And where are they Friday? Of course, they're in the bar.
The colorist has quit.
So this is Dino and Bo, and obviously it's early on Friday because there's no one in the bar but them. They're the henchmen, and the cat bosses bought the bar as the secret lair because that's where the henchmen spend most of their time. There's a circular logic there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Dino is sneaking a beer because he's got it hidden behind his back, passing it off to Bo throughout this storyline. So then I fell asleep and the spy got away, and Bo's laughing. What's going on, fellas? Oh, nothing. Just telling a story. Please share. Yeah, you don't want to know. I'm curious. Haven't you ever heard the phrase "curiosity killed the cat"? Is that a threat? No. And here is Saturday, which I haven't gotten to yet, so you don't see the floor lines or anything yet. Fido, Bo, and Felicia. Fido says, pat me. Felicia says, don't touch me. Another scene, they're at the dinner table. Fido, Bo, and Felicia. I'm hungry. I'm not eating that. Take me for a walk. It's my nap time. Get out. A dog is a lot more work than a cat. You sure about that? It's hairball season. Hairball. That's the entire week. Now, that would make us, what, 2 weeks ahead? What's this? Are we now 3 weeks ahead? I don't believe it. Yes. Now, these go to the colorist right now for coloring. It's Monday, the 7th of October. I've got a secret. A big secret. Aren't you curious? Actually, I'm tired of all the cat stereotypes. Also killed the cat. Yeah, I'm going to pass this to the chief color so she has something to hold on to.
Okay.
And this one, we have Felicia walking off a roof. We have Felicia inside a washing machine. We have Felicia in a big tub plugging in an electric toaster with Fido walking up with a bucket of water. What doesn't kill me makes me curious. All right, I think we've done enough curiosity in the cat jokes.
Okay.
Here is the Wednesday comic strip.
Gee, how many do you have ready for me?
A lot.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Dino, it's us, Toxoplasma gondii. I'm not listening. Huh? Nothing. Oh, we thought we were friends. I'm not friends with a brain parasite that lives in cat poop. I've never been called that before. Everyone should know that Toxoplasma gondii is a real thing. It's why you can't, if you're a pregnant woman, you can't clean up the cat litter box. There are brain parasites in cat poops that make you like cats.
When did the cat hurt you, honey?
There you go. Thursday, we still have to ink this one. So how to tell if your girlfriend likes you. Mom, Dad, this is Bogash. How to tell if your roommate likes you. I turned on the exhaust fan in the bathroom after I was through, buddy. How to tell if your dog likes you. Where have you been? Tail wagging. It was important they get the waggly tail in there. And how to tell if the cat likes you. I shall not eat you today. The Friday, of course, they're in the bar. So they forced me to go to this stupid meeting, and the subject was alcohol is not the answer. So, well, what is the answer? I don't know. What is the question? What causes short-term memory loss? I don't know what. My folks started going to Alcoholics Anonymous when I was like when I was 4 or 5 years old. So I never got to enjoy the fun times when they actually drank alcohol, but I did get to enjoy the horrible times where they dragged me to meetings after karate class or anything else. I was stuck in the basement of churches while these drunks talked about their horrible life.
Stop.
Well, my father tells a story that he found really funny. They always had topics for these meetings, and one of these topics was, can you stay sober from fear alone? But one of the drunks in there they said beer alone. Can you stay sober with beer alone? Well, let me tell you, I just bought 1 6-pack, and I only drank 4 a day, and then and he went on for like an hour, everyone sort of laughing up their sleeves at this drunk's story. Okay, here.
Did I ever tell you about I did.
What?
My Weight Watchers AA meeting thing?
No.
Okay. I was in Weight Watchers.
Okay. All women at one time or another must have been in that.
So they were doing a little quiz, and they would put up, like, if you went out for dinner and you had 2 slices of pizza and a Diet Coke, how many points would that be? This is when they were doing the point system.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody would write down their answers, and then whoever got closer got like a free Weight Watchers bar or something, whatever. So I looked up, and it said, if you go out and you have 1 hamburger and 12 beers, how many points would you have? So I'm like, Jesus, like 100, I'm like, that's a lot of points. They said, like beer. So I wrote down like 100, whatever. Everybody's giving their answers like 20, 30. So I said to her, I looked at the woman, and she looked at me, she's like, what did you write? And I said to her, well, it's 12 beers. And she says, it's 12 ounces of beer. I said to her, oh, I'm in the wrong meeting. I'm sorry.
Who the hell can drink 12 ounces of beer?
Yeah.
I've never seen beer come in less than a pint.
I know, but I was laughing hysterically because I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong meeting. I legit thought that was 12 beers.
Okay, we'll probably do the finished penciling on this one today. When cats asleep, they conform to the shape of their environment. I have all little picture scenes of her sleeping, wrapped around like a bench here, wrapped around a foot someone's kicking her, etc., etc. When they're awake, they shape their environment. And it's the old joke where she's on the table pushing stuff off the table onto the floor. And look, for some reason, we have a stain of ink on this one. We're starting early. And we probably won't get to this one. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to use this. And you can't see it at all because it's just light rough pencil. But we have Dino on the floor with some paper towels, the last of the roll. Fido, get me a towel so I can clean this up. See, Felicia has knocked all this shit off the table. Liquid on the floor. What's this? A bathrobe? There aren't any towels. I took that from the bathroom. Jane's in the bathroom. She's in there taking a shower. Yeah, she's probably going to want a towel. Think this paper towel will work? And Dino's dropping her robe out the window. Let's wait and see.
Oh, jeez.
So let's get back to this one. We can just do the finished penciling on this and feel like we've got some work done. Maybe even get some inking in. Who knows? Let's see how the clock goes. So as you all know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of this planet. So I must wear this, a glove, to keep me from getting a little bit of my filth on that page. And because, as I've explained in the past, the pencils I use, if you rub against them too much, they tend to smudge and smear themselves. So you want to put down a piece of paper to keep from smudging the pencil too much either.
What is today's paper?
I could, of course, put a blank page of paper, but what the hell? I like to be inspired by what's happening in the world. Well, remember when we were playing with Sean P. Ditty Combs? Yeah. Well, it looks like they finally arrested him. They got him to go to a hotel in New York City, and they snatched his butt up. Apparently, he had a little bit of cocaine in that hotel room. Who knows? But this is Cassie Ventura. We will remember the greatest hits video that he put out when he beat up Cassie in the hotel room. I think he's wearing red Crocs here, but when he was wearing a towel. What strikes me most about all of these charges against Mr. Ditty is that they're strangely heteronormative. And I hope everyone remembers these tweets that 50 Cent put out there saying, I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right, LMAO, with Mr. Combs and his male friends. Well, Mr. Ditty, I would recommend that you lean into this because if we've seen anything in this world, that there's power and privilege in America, and that power and privilege seems to go toward a certain group. And that group generally are not heterosexual rappers. Well, where would the day be if we weren't talking about Disney? Now, I've been talking about who's going to be taking over after Iger for a while, and my chief candidate was Kevin Meyer, and I said that looks like Bob Iger wants Dana Walden, but it looks as if Miss Walden might have to testify before Congress for election interference. She's best friend. Well, she's best friends here with Kamala, and she's not going to dignify this with a response. But apparently, that last debate, they sandbagged the Republican candidate, whom shall go unnamed here. Either way, I think this effectively removes Miss Walden from the CEO, and now we have Alan Bergman, Jimmy Pitaro, and Josh D'Amaro, 3 white guys. Their biggest problem is none of them are named Bob. Well, since we're staying on the Disney thing, Jared Bush named Walt Disney Animation Studio Chief Creative Officer, getting rid of Jennifer Lee. She's going to return to her original love. She's going to do the Frozen 3 and Frozen 4. You remember Jennifer Lee is the one who removed all of the animators from Walt Disney Studio and gave us this genius project called Wish that just we had a lot of fun with it last time we spoke about it. Jennifer replaced John Lasseter, the genius behind Toy Story and everything else. I'm worried about John now. He's off with another studio, and you have to hear the crap description of the new project he's working on. And if anyone could pull it off, John Lasseter could pull it off. But if Disney was doing it, I would call it a guaranteed flop. So perhaps Walt Disney Studios can return to something of responsibility, but who knows? She wanted 50-50 equity between men and women in the animation studio.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So basically, every woman who could hold a pencil was working at Disney. They just weren't enough people to fill the quota, and they got rid of all of the great old masters one way or another by making their jobs incredibly unpleasant or by bringing them up on charges. And you got a mentor who will say, no, that's not how you do it. You don't animate. You don't animate like this. We don't want, we want the characters maybe off to the side a little bit more, whatever. These people, the new millennials, did not like to be mentored too. So they got rid of all of the mentors very quickly. And we have what's in Walt Disney Studios now. Now, I did not and will not see Agatha, regardless of what they call it. I'm guessing this was all a joke campaign they're trying to claim now, rather than complete confusion. They really didn't quite know what to call Agatha. What Nerdrotic actually called Agatha is a little bit problematic. Those weren't his words. Oh. We have a scene where Kathryn Hahn, Agatha, is naked in the street and being oogled by a minor, a female minor, of course. But with Disney's track record, probably not a good idea. You probably Always glad to mention Mr. Nerdrotic whenever possible. Gary Beegler. I highly recommend this show. So here's the scary part. I'm looking for something to leave on the page for inspiration, and usually a naked woman is a slam dunk.
No.
What else do we have in the pile? Ubisoft. Ubisoft accused of buying bots to promote Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ubisoft, they're supposed to be a computer company, a company that makes computer games. Someone who's savvy with all that programming stuff and all the stuff that the kids know and kids like. Don't they think that the kids wouldn't notice that these are bots they're using? Not only would using fake bots not help you, it would actively really hurt you because your audience is savvy enough to know what a real thing is. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a company implode this completely since I don't know what, Disney.
Disney?
All right, we're working with a Murado Black Warrior today because of my all of my Blackwing pencils have become a little bit small. Let's get a pencil sharpener going here. This pencil is not as good as my beloved Blackwings, but it'll have to do. Well, come with us, Agatha. Whoa. A middle-aged woman, naked in the street. For the first time, I'm glad that she's not comic book accurate, because in the comic book, she looks a lot like the original Aunt May Parker from Spider-Man. She's like an old woman.
Oh.
Yeah. To cleanse the palate, I had to look up Miss Hahn's earlier career, and there's quite a bit of her earlier career when she was a little bit younger, where she was more than happy to go au naturel.
Really?
And she's never really looked good. Okay. Irving, camera one. Could you zoom in here so the audience can see what we're doing?
What are some of her? I know I should know her, but
Nah. No.
No. I think I should know her because I think she's been in quite a few movies.
I don't think there's any reason whatsoever that anyone should know her. And
Charles, you're very wrong.
Well, whatever.
She was on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
Michael?
many things. No, her name isn't Michael. Her name is Kathryn Hahn, Hahn.
Oh.
So I don't think we'll see her again, even as Agatha. Because this thing ain't getting a second season. And I'm really upset because Disney is really overrepresenting the lesbian witch. I live close to the city of Salem, and I can tell you for a fact there are heterosexual witches.
For a fact, huh?
I can tell you for a fact I've dated one.
Oh.
And not because I'm into any of that crap. I just wanted to get laid, but they exist.
I don't believe I've heard about this girl.
You don't need to.
Maybe I do. Listen, if you dated a witch, it could be that there's some sort of hex on us or something. So I should go get some tarot cards and a candle. And
Well, here's the thing. I don't believe in any of that bullshit.
you believe? I'm kidding.
But yeah, this is kind of a strange time for Disney. Back-to-back lesbian witch TV shows. I don't think they planned it, but
What's the other lesbian witch?
The Acolyte, Star Wars.
Oh, they're lesbian witches in Star Wars?
And Star Wars. Where the hell have you been?
I I missed the witches part. I knew there were lesbians, but I missed the fact that they were
Yes.
witches.
The power of one, the power of two, the power
Oh, I
of
thought that was
many.
just,
And also, well, now they also have a song here that the witches have to sing. And the act and
ding dong, the witch is dead, the
no,
witch is dead.
no, not that one.
Oh, not that one?
And Agatha all along. They go on the witch's journey, I guess. It's I will never have to see it.
I'm sorry, but you're in this middle of a conversation that I was gonna be like,
Fortunately, I will never have to see it. It wasn't made for me.
I don't even know if it was made for me. And I'm a little closer to the target audience. Which is not a lesbian.
Yeah, you got a deck of tarot cards in that drawer of your desk there, don't you?
I do, and I will tell you why.
You wanted to cynically make money off of them.
Yep.
Now we have a cat here with his butt sticking out of a box.
But if you notice, they're still in the drawer.
Yeah, you never bothered learning.
I know I've learned. I just don't know how to monetize.
And cat stretched out here on the table. These illustrations don't start getting funny until we go further that way. For some reason, this reminds me of the Pink Panther, this one.
It must be a nice day out today. Oh, it's raining. I can hear all the bikes.
Actually, that's a car without a muffler.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Okay.
And probably the one up top here, he's on top of a curved couch. Figure will have his face break the plane of the word square.
If we start to get behind, folks, it's going to be my fault because I may need to take a day or so to catch up after 4.5 months of not doing things. I feel like there's a bunch of things I need to do.
Well, we literally are 3 weeks ahead. I think the coloring is at least a week ahead, so we should be okay.
And I don't actually know if I need 2 whole days. I don't.
Now, let's get.
I have to start doing some stuff tonight.
Got to plant my hand down here so I can be sure to get the curve of the couch somewhat accurately. Come with us, Agatha.
Oh, you did put up Agatha?
We have Agatha. It was, well, actually, we could put Ditty's woman on the page.
Oh,
Well, I think Ditty's woman probably needs a career now that her meal ticket's in jail.
well, she put in there, so she must have another plan.
We hope that Candace Ventura had another plan. She's slightly Asian looking. Very, very, very small breasts.
Okay, we don't need to dissect.
Kind of a body of a 14-year-old boy. I can see why. What did he see in her?
Can I go back to your previous discussion where you said he's been hetero?
All the charges are very heteronormative, but with the crap we've heard about Mr. Ditty and how much fun we have with this photo last time we had him on, I had to put him in a bikini because he just had his titties flopping out there. What the hell is he thinking? Why are these guys in their underwear? You don't even take that picture, Ditty.
Ain't nobody gonna see Ditty and
Tell you what, I guarantee you shall never see a picture of me with 5 men in their underwear behind me.
Oh God, I wish I knew how to do Photoshop.
We won't pay for the monthly subscription cost that those assholes at Adobe want for their Photoshop. So that will never happen either. Man, back when computers actually were useful, back in the early 90s, I had a Macintosh with Photoshop on it, and boy, it was great. I could do everything. My computer is not as capable now as it was back then.
Well, supposedly you can do a lot of things on your phone, and there are some free apps, but I consider myself on the cusp of technology age. It doesn't frighten me, but I also can't do a lot of it.
I don't think I can do a comic strip on the phone.
I'm not saying you can, but like I think you could edit a photo on the phone.
There are a lot of people desperately trying to make like the tablet a thing that you can actually do artwork on. And let me tell you, boys and girls, it's not professional. All right, we start to get in the funny ones. Yeah, woohoo! Here's one of the funny ones. The cat sleeping on the coat rack. My goodness, these kitties. Now the unpredictable scampering shall occur. The funny hijinks that is a cat. Brain parasite. Creature. I had to figure out how a cat actually would wrap itself around a coat rack. But what I did is I got a cat in a coat rack, and well, you got to reference these
And
things.
it's right from there.
It's important that you put in the necessary work to research how a cat's body would fit on a coat rack. When did this become a cat comic strip?
I don't know.
It's an anti-cat strip. That's it. Is that a smoke alarm going off in the distance? A chirping sound? I'm pretty sure the microphone won't pick that up.
Oh God, no. I barely hear.
All right, cat on a bench. A stool.
Touching roof.
Ooh, I haven't done that one yet. Cat on a hot tin roof.
Have you done a cat on the hat?
Yeah, we've done cats with the hats. Just getting the proper ragdoll physics going on here. And for each of these little vignettes, I'd set up, their own little vanishing points, equal distance, so I could get the perspective of whatever object they're on properly, and sometimes even perspective of the cat body. Perhaps we'll show the secret of the perspective later on. Let's say we sharpen that pencil.
I am currently on pencil sharpening number 238.
Ah.
I don't need 237.
I know how we can improve this.
Huh?
We just fold the paper as such, and there we go. We've gotten rid of the criminal. And get to look at Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra. Much better. Isn't it? See, this is why you come here to Fido the comic strip. I solve problems. You don't really want to look at a naked middle-aged woman, but hey, let's look at a half-naked younger woman.
Careful, your misogyny showing.
Now, would you believe she has children?
Who?
Cassandra.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Agatha and all of
Oh, I think she has cats.
them. Why
And-
wouldn't Cassandra have children?
Oh well, figure she'd be more interested in her career.
No.
So, in advertising the show this week, I put out an illustration of Closet Cat and question: what's the hardest part of owning a cat? Answer: telling your parents they're not going to have grandchildren.
Oh.
Watch Fido the comic strip live Sunday afternoon, every Sunday until YouTube says no, not anymore. We're not doing this anymore. You know.
Him again?
And we really can't waste the megabytes anymore that it takes to save these things, Fido. All right, so you put a cat on someone's foot as they're kicking them, and this one we have her. If any cat owners probably have had this happen to them before. You're lying in bed and you wake up to a cat butt in your face.
I have never owned a cat. However, I believe that is very true. My dad didn't like cats.
Smart man.
I guess my mom didn't either. But yeah, no, my father did not like cats.
My grandmother always had one.
Yeah, I can
Actually,
see that with the grandma.
what am I
Your
doing?
mom has it.
No, she's allergic.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to watch it every other animal under the sun, practically, but not cats.
Man, at that one point where they had the 3 dogs in there, I don't. You came home with red eyes. I mean, the
Time
dog-
went down. Yep. Well, it wasn't just that they have the dogs.
the dogs are
The dogs
in your face like that.
Yeah, walking on the top of the couch and would like walk over my head or walk over my face.
A little bit out of control.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I don't hate this dog or anything, but
Can you get it out of my
get it
face?
face. Sad thing is I do like the dog. I do like dogs. There's that one time I had to leave Lisa's house and we were outside. I don't even know why. Remember, I took a Benadryl too. I never take extra medication.
And the last one is the cat just passed out here on the couch.
All right, see ya.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't pick up.
Nope, the camera didn't hear that horn. Microphone didn't either.
Oh, I wish I had got that.
And I don't think we have to do much more with the couch. Kind of know what the couch looks like. Okay, ladies, if you'd come with us, we have to go to the last panel. Agatha, Cassandra. Let's sharpen this pencil again. Do you think they put glue on her tits to keep the hair?
The hair?
Yeah, the Agatha picture here. She,
Oh.
they do the Daryl Hannah thing. Remember
Oh,
from
yeah,
Splash,
Yeah.
where her hair covers her goodies
Yeah.
or baddie, or in this case, her baddies.
They have double-sided tape.
Yeah,
That's probably less worrisome.
but this is a Disney cartoon. I'm sorry, a Disney television show where they actually show well, they actually have a unclothed middle-aged woman running across the street being oogled by another underage girl. Now, I remember that there was always a custom where they would have, if there was a good-looking woman, they'd have like a little boy who'd look at her, and it'd sort of be a source of humor. But to change it up and make it a girl, wow, Disney, with your reputation for trouble you've had with employees, with minors, I'm kind of shocked that you'd allow this. Remember the show Head of a Class with Robin Givens and
Oh yeah.
Howard Hessman?
Oh yeah.
Well, the big fat nerdy guy
Oh yeah.
from Head of the Class
Oh yeah, he's bad.
used to work for Nickelodeon Studios, and they had actually on Disney property. They had the Nickelodeon Studios studio, and I guess he produced a lot of shows there and got into a little bit of trouble with.
Not a little bit of trouble.
Well, I don't want to.
I know, I'm just saying, not a little bit.
Get too far into this, but you would think Disney would try to be a little bit more cautious with their employees around minors. And this is supposed to be a kids show, isn't it? No, it's not. It's an adult show.
To be fair, it kind of wouldn't have been great either if it was a little boy. If she's naked and he's like really staring at her.
Yeah, especially for Disney. I could see
that's what I'm saying.
HBO or
right.
Universal.
So it's not that it was a girl.
Can't be Warner or a Fox anymore. Yeah, not a good look, guys.
Does Bo have a dress in his closet? Or a skirt?
No, that's a pair of slacks. I'll have you know. You know, men sometimes hang up a pair of dress slacks.
I know, but this awfully long shirt.
It's a coat.
You're making that up as a
No, I don't even address alternative lifestyles here. It's just not.
No. I'm just asking out of pure like how to color it.
I mean, I have nothing against these alternative lifestyles. They read comic strips too. In fact, Felicia's a lesbian. I'll have you know. We don't talk about it much because it's, well, who cares? No, it's nobody's business. But there are some people who seem to think it's very important that we talk about nothing but such things. Try to get some acting out of these cartoon characters here. Kind of like the look on Fido's face, like this happens all the time. And Dino, uncharacteristically, is sitting here without a beer. How'd that happen?
It talks about the guy who got
Oh, because it's on the ground there. Felicia already knocked it off the table. Never mind. That explains it.
You know there had to be a good reason.
Chuck Taylor All Stars.
Hey, did you ever look over to see if
I-
they're recording?
Well, as far as we know, we got 44 minutes into the Rumble, and we've got 45 minutes and 26 seconds into YouTube.
No, I know. I just didn't know if
Yeah. Okay, ladies, if you'd step aside here, let's get Saturday out of the way. And we could ink the Friday or the Thursday. This one? Well, hey, since we have the pencil out, what the hell? Come with us, ladies. Since we have the pencil out, we'll just finish penciling this one. I'm still not sure I'm going to use it. So, the way we drew this is, you may notice I've got a dot over here and another dot way over here. And using those dots, I get my perspective of this table in the background. And I knew I wanted to have Dino's somewhere in the center. Now, if he was standing up, his head would have to be up around here, but this is where the lettering is. So we've got him down on his knees because that sort of makes sense, because the cat has spilled this glass and there's liquid coming off the table and pooling on the floor. This may be a first because I don't think I've ever seen Dino clean anything. I might have made some old jokes in the old days that part of Dino's rent was he had to clean the apartment. He started out just as a house guest who was going to stay one night and just never left.
Mm-hmm. But you kept the character going.
What do you think? Does that read as an empty paper towel holder? Maybe. He's got like the last sheet here. And of course, plumber's crack.
Of course.
And I continued to draw his legs outside the panel just so I'd know where everything is. And otherwise, we would not have known that the heel of his sneaker is right there. Let's get Felicia in the scene here. I actually put her in here at the last second. And it's been made natural sense because this was an empty area anyway. And I knew that she had to have had something to do with the spill. And it became a no-brainer. Of course, what the hell? Cats spill things. We've never used that joke before. My sister Laura, every meal that we had, she would spill her drink.
I'm starting to do that.
Yeah, the inner cat is coming out with you. You're spilling. You're spilling and dropping everything.
At the end of the day, I just want to look on the floor
And
see
she's
what I-
sitting in like a baby high chair. Actually, why would Fido have a smile on his face? Let's get rid of that. Acting.
Mhm.
He's in full fetch mode. Part of the weakness of Fido's character is if you ask him, he will fetch anything for you.
Mhm.
Just a natural thing. I'm gonna have to change the look in that mouth. I don't think I like it. All right, second panel. Come with us, Cassandra. I guess you might as well come along too, Agatha. Yeah, that's some stringy looking hair you got there, Agatha. Oh yeah, in the naked pictures of Agatha that I spoke of earlier,
Mhm.
she's got this untrimmed nether region that you wouldn't believe. It's like so 70s of
I
her.
was just gonna say it's supposed to be the 70s.
Yeah. So 70s of her.
Mhm.
I wonder if she's still au naturel like that. No, actually, I don't wonder.
I was just thinking.
I had to think that one through. Let's see. How are Dino's hands here? I guess we should do pinky down here. 2, 3, and we're going to bend down these fingers because the thumb is inside that you don't see. And I'm going to put an X there to tell me that his shirt is black because the bathrobe here is coming out. He's holding it by the sleeves. And I'm pretty sure the chief colorist will give it a distinctly girly look.
Mhm. I'll try.
I don't think there's any chance in the world that bathrobe's going to be anything but pink.
Purple. Orange.
I'm not talking about. I hadn't decided if I'm going to use this one anyway. So chief colorist will probably never get it.
Well, time will tell.
Well, I'm to the point now where I'm almost a month ahead, so I can be a little bit more speculative in what I actually use and don't use.
Mhm.
This one's a little bit on the dirty side.
Mm. Well, put some effort into it, but give it a thought.
All right, there's Dino holding up the bathrobe. At this point, the cat continues her slight edging of the glass along the table. Nothing whatsoever to do with the actual joke, but give the cat something to do.
And it's what-
Yeah.
I just had a thought. Well, this is probably when my mother will call.
That would be a trick.
Mhm. It's a good thing we'd be recording it. No one will believe us.
And pointing that away. Always important to have that haunch back of Fido's leg there. Now I've got Dino sort of hunched over here. This is his lecherous look.
I don't like him being a lech.
With the neck stretching out like that. Now this hand is over that hand. Mhm. He's like holding the robe to himself. There's the arm of the robe, back with the tie, and the other sleeve. Actually, no, that's not the sleeve. Other sleeve. That's Dino's shirt. Aha. Color that I didn't like that, so I'll know it. And I would guess that Dino's pants come through there. All right. And meanwhile, the cat continues to push the glass along the table in the background. I need a sharp pencil for that one. I think we even need to pull the camera in closer to see that.
Irving?
Yeah. So I suppose we're approaching that time of the program when we have to come up with a title for this.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty Bits.
Middle aged, not even.
For some reason, Disney finds it necessary to show Agatha's naughty bits on their TV show. And these are the naughty bits you got that about. Yeah, this is the naughty cartoon that I probably can't show. No, it's a bit naughty. Yeah, she's probably going to want that towel, says Fido. And in the last scene, we have Dino tossing the bathrobe out of the window.
Oh, Dino. Dino.
Oh, you drunken lech. Slight smile, but not not too lecherous a smile.
Not too.
Yeah.
Lecherous. Not
It's-
too.
It's important to get the acting right in the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the label, the bathrobe. I figure one of the arms, at least, still be sort of in the window. Give the feeling that it's dropping. And I like how innocent Fido here is holding up the wet paper towel. Think this paper towel will work? Big, soulful eyes, absolute innocence. It has no idea that one human would want to see another human without their fur wrappings on. As Fido's naked all the time, he has no idea what this whole thing's about. Gee, can we call this Naked Ladies?
Sure. Instead of a cake with like the dollar sign.
Why?
So that they don't see the word naked in here.
N-A-K. Why would they care?
I don't know. YouTube's got those dots.
Naughty Bits or Naked Ladies? I guess those are the two titles that we're going for, huh?
What about Naughty Ladies?
Naughty. Well, because Cassandra isn't really a naughty lady. She's a victim. All right, and for the hell of it, we've got the cat just poking its head up over the chair because, well, I think part of the Fido rules are if you appear in the first panel, you must appear in the last panel. It's sort of like Chekhov's gun. Even if you have nothing to do with the storyline. So she's poking up over the chair. All right. Urban Camera 1, why don't we do a zoom out here so we can see the whole table again? That's not bad, Irving. Good job. So we have Cassandra Ventura, ex-girlfriend of
Jesse.
I was going to say ex-girlfriend of Mr. Combs, but maybe there's some other term that can be phrased here. If any of the rumors of Mr. Combs is true, she's not the ex-girlfriend, but I'm going to draw a beard on her. Perhaps you'll get the reference. No.
I know. I'm being facetious.
There's a British slang for cigarettes that begins with the letter F and ends with the letter ag. And there's a word that rhymes with that that's also sort of like it's been used for a witch. Hag. So, hag. I know for a fact that they would not allow us to use the F word. Gee, can we call this hags?
I don't know.
It's so difficult sometimes. Sometimes the names come right to you. Sometimes, well, they used to call witches hags. And I hate to say it, but if any of the rumors of Mr. Combs's activities true, I don't think this was really his girlfriend. It was just a woman he beat up in the hallway, which we have video evidence of. So you can't say
allegedly.
You can't say allegedly, because we do have video evidence of Mr. Combs beating this hag up in the hallway. Okay. Beards and hags? Or just hags?
I don't know. You're confusing me now.
Yep. I guess we're going with just plain old hags. Thank you for joining us for Fido Live number 115. And I would have never guessed that. I never called this hags.
Okay.
See you next week. Now let's close.
Bye.
Let's close out Rumble first and stream, and then we'll say goodbye to the good people at YouTube. And